Coming up on the Get Loud podcast, we will look back at what we saw against the Falcons. Logan is also here to talk about the Chargers.
Yes, and he has lies and not the truth.
Oh, and we'll see if we're going to push the panic button or not.
Yes. And what is a banana?
It is the Get Loud podcast presented by SeatGeek, the official primary ticketing partner of the Washington Commanders. Find tickets to Commanders games and more at SeatGeek. Man.
How you doing after this? It was a bad weekend.
It was not a great weekend.
All right, Mississippi State lost.
That's what I was going to
Let's
start with.
there. They lost to the old Hound Dogs of Tennessee.
That was a good game.
That was a good game. Then the Divorce Bowl. All right? The Atlanta Falcons finally beating the Washington Commanders, plus violence in Dublin.
There was violence in Dublin.
Evidently, Dublin is a violent place that nobody wants to talk about.
Anna's brother
got beat up in Dublin.
Beat up in Dublin?
Hey, Skylar Thompson got beat up and robbed in Dublin. God. Hey, Americans, stay out of Dublin.
Do not go to Dublin. What you should do is listen to us on Big
100. That's close as you need to get to Dublin.
Yeah.
Right? Listen to me.
But the Steelers got the win, at least, right?
Listen, the Steelers went over there, got a big win, and I got to acclimate to waking up to 8 a.m. football.
I can't do it.
Listen, coffee and football don't go together. Like, it didn't go down smooth.
Yeah.
How should I say that?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I as a football fan, I have to get used to waking up to 8 a.m. football.
Because it's going to keep happening.
No, it's not going to stop happening.
Yeah.
It's not going to stop happening, and I got to get used to it. It ain't nothing I can do.
I was saying, you got to listen to this conversation more every single game day on Big 100.
Yeah.
We're on 3 hours for every game. And if you don't hear your voicemail on this pod, a lot of times we play them on the show.
No, we play them on the show so everybody can hear you. Say what you got to say. We can answer your questions on there. It's good interaction. I really do like it. It brings back the past. It brings it into the future. Anna don't know anything about voicemails. Like, we are voicemail babies.
Anna's sending voice texts.
Yeah, she sends voice text. But we used to push the play button on the recorder.
Oh, those are good times.
Remember that time?
Yeah.
Just to see who left a message.
I remember the first nice gift I got my parents for Christmas, and it was an old school like answer machine, right?
Yeah.
And my mom was like, "Honey, we've tried everything. We just can't figure it out. We just can't figure it out." And I remember, I swear to God, I was like, "Mom," and I grabbed the plug and plugged it in.
And said, "This
She's
is
like,
it."
"Well, that's it." I was like, "Oh my God,
Listen,
it's never gonna happen."
We are now the technology challenged people.
Yes,
Talking
it
to
switched
Anna,
in a big way.
She uses her iPhone totally different than we use our iPhone. We basically do the basics. We call, we dial,
We dial.
we text.
Yeah, that's it.
Not her. Bing. Call Anna. Call Kayla K. Like she's dictating to her phone.
Yes.
Where we are prisoners
I
to our
love
phone.
Siri. That's like Siri is my go-to girl. I'm like,
I've
call
never said her
so-and-so,
name to my
send
phone.
so-and-so a text.
I've never said
Do
Siri.
this.
Oh, really?
I've
Do
never
that.
said Siri do anything.
I just, like, I'm tired of texting around on my phone. I would much rather just,
Voice text.
yeah.
No.
It's easier. It's so much easier. I don't know. But I feel like because I'm carrying things, my hands are full, I'm thinking about 1,000. If I just say it, it's done.
Let's just say we are technology challenged.
Yes.
We got the tech in our hand. We refuse to maximize it.
Yeah.
We use the regular things, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
I'm just trying to keep up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
can still use my phone, I got this.
Man, listen, I'm simple in it, and I'm not one of these people that's gonna go and drop everything to go get the iPhone 17. Right? Next thing you know, we'll be getting the iPhone 49. I don't care about upgrade. Like I've made it to the dirty old man stage.
Have you?
I'm
Fully
there.
crossed over?
I am there, and I'm comfortable with it, with the warm milk, with my kids asking me
With
what
the
happened
warm
in
milk.
1979, the year I was born. Like, I'm good with it.
I was saying today on my morning show, I was like, do you remember back in the Super Bowls? People forget. The Super Bowl halftime show is a big deal now, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Bad Bunny, we know.
Yeah,
Is
Bad
a
Bunny is
performer.
That's going to be
is
a
a performer.
great show.
Can you name a Bad Bunny song?
I can't.
Me either.
Oh, I can.
What you got?
Nueva York. I sound
Ravioli. What you say?
York. I'm trying to think. There's a couple other ones. If you get a chance, you'll have heard them before.
I definitely know the songs,
Yeah,
but
you
I
do.
can't, sometimes there's an
I'm trying
artist who is super popular, like he's an international artist.
Yeah.
And if I heard it, I'd be like, okay, I know that song.
We've heard a song of his.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just can't point it out.
He performed at Coachella a couple years ago, I think, at this point, and it was like super viral. It was like crazy fun energy. I feel like it's going to be everything the Super Bowl halftime show needs.
He was
It's
here
gonna
in
be
DC
really
in the
fun.
last few months.
Yeah,
I had a friend of mine that
no,
went to Bad Bunny.
It's so
Capital
fun.
One.
He's so fun.
Yeah, I'm not hip. I would probably pick. I would have an Atlanta halftime show
Oh, that would be dope.
with Outkast, Young Jeezy,
Lil Jon?
Little John. Listen, when Little John comes out there, Little John.
You have Ursher come out?
Listen to me. Little John will take that thing from here
Oh, my God.
to through
Forget
the
it.
roof. If I can say anybody that brings people together, Little John does it.
Everyone loves Lil
Through
Jon.
crunk music, I would totally have a Atlanta-based halftime show that would probably go through the roof, through the ceiling. What about you?
Oh, I mean-
don't bring no Randy Travis or some shit like
Randy
that.
Travis.
Like who would?
I'd have George Strait.
Yeah, if Jinx
George Strait and Kenny Chesney, probably who I'd have.
if Jinx was hosting
Oh, my
the
God.
halftime show, what tempo? What would we have?
I mean, you know me, I'm a New Edition guy.
Man, don't nobody want to hear New Edition.
Just people-
for halftime of a
I'm
Super
telling
Bowl.
you, if you're talking old school, well, I was saying earlier is that people forget that the halftime show used to not be the big artist. At one time in the 80s, they had like a band performing at halftime.
No, a regular band.
A regular band.
The Smith Crew.
Yes.
Yeah.
They had like 3D shows you put on your 3D glasses at home. Like it didn't used to be these mega artists.
This is what happened. Nobody wants to tell the real tale of what happened at halftime. This is what happened at halftime. Do
Okay.
you remember the Super Bowl that In Living Color on Fox did a halftime show?
That's right.
That sparked the NFL to host their own because everybody turned the channel to Fox.
right. I
and
forgot
watched
about that.
In Living Color for halftime, and the NFL was rabid about it. And then the
about
next
that.
year, the NFL did the halftime show.
That's a good pull right there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who I'd have now that I really like.
You'll probably have Adele up there making
I like
people
Sabrina
cry.
Carpenter a lot.
Oh, she's so fun.
She's fun.
She would be really fun.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you're not part of Rock Nation. I'm so glad you're not part of Rock Nation because we would be bored out of our mind sitting there at halftime show. But I want to see what Bad Bunny got.
Yeah.
See what, and I'm sure he one of these guys that going to have he going to have other people with him.
I'd want to see Miley. I'm a big Miley Cyrus guy. But she won't tour.
Why should she?
She doesn't like it. It makes her too nervous, and she says it feeds into her bad habits like, drinking or whatever it is. And she's like, I just don't want to do it. It amps me up too much. But she's been around forever, has a ton of hits. She'd be awesome.
Yeah.
No?
She's a Disney child. When they go to Disney
who's
now,
Disney?
something happens.
Miley.
Oh, Miley would be great.
That's
No,
what I just
she
said.
would
Oh
not.
my gosh, she's awesome.
Yeah, I
she
would
is such
love
a
to
great
see Miley.
entertainer. You cannot deny the fact that
You
like, Dis-
cannot mix everything with
Disney,
football.
Disney kids know how to entertain. I'll say it.
Disney kids are a walking tragedy. Right? No. This is football. When I think of football, I think of crunk. I think of
I mean, I'm not
intensity.
lying. If you had an ATL show, that would be unbelievable.
No, I think intensity. I think music that get you going.
Amped.
Just rock band,
Mm-hmm.
rap. Like I need that. I need hardcore.
Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, you had Kendrick last year. Who now would fit that bill? Because the thing is, we keep having to go back to that crunk style. But who now would? Because it's all about unless it's an absolute icon, they generally go with people who are completely current.
All right, I would say this. After Kendrick, you give Drake a chance to answer what Kendrick did to him. Because this was the most disrespectful thing I have seen in my entire life. When Kendrick Lamar winked at that TV last year and the whole stadium said A minor,
Oh,
it was over. I had never seen a man destroyed like that in the world's eye. So I said, why not give Drake a chance to retaliate?
I'm not a Drake dude, but I think I've said it on this pod. He has quietly released some really good music lately.
But nobody cares.
Nobody cares, yeah.
Like, I've never, 50 Cent did this to Ja Rule, right? But we never shunned Ja Rule.
No, everybody still accepted Ja.
we still
It was like it
accepted
was
Ja.
a beef, but then it was settled.
It was a beef.
Right.
It happened. 50 blew past him. It was what it was. But I have never seen just people turn their back. I'm not listening to Drake. I find myself going through listening to music, a Drake song come on, and I just skip it.
Skip it.
And it's all Kendrick's fault.
It is.
It's all Kendrick's fault. So I say let Drake fight back at halftime.
Okay.
That'll be the guy that I picked.
Give us a call. Let us know who you want to see at the Super Bowl. 703-726-7419, 703-726-7419, or you can talk about football, which we should do right now. We got to fight back now after falling to 2-2.
Lost the divorce bowl. Listen.
Did you get any texts, calls? Okay.
I did. I got ample texts yesterday. I got hound dog texts to me from Tennessee people.
Oh,
because of Mississippi State.
That's right.
Later that night, my ex-wife sends me a voicemail and emojis. She in there screaming like a falcon. Sent me falcon emojis. God. It was terrible.
I'm sorry.
It was a Black Sunday for me. It was terrible weekend. It just, it rocked me. It was, as I watched the game, and I watched Bijan Robinson, the mustard.
That boy.
Listen to me.
Ooh.
That boy's special.
His ability to stop and cut, it's
his
unrivaled.
Jump cut is sick.
Oh.
He's just.
The lateral movement, it's unbelievable.
If I was a Falcons fan, I would be so disappointed because they got these 3 unicorns. Bijan, unicorn of running the ball and catching the ball. Mm-hmm. Kyle Pitts, unicorn. Fastest tight end in football. Drake London, 6'5" unicorn. They should expect to win there and win all the time. They got these 3 special players on offense. We don't have a Bijan Robinson.
No.
I love Zach Ertz. He don't have the athletic profile of Kyle Pitts. All right, like they should be winning all the time with these 3 special players, and they're not.
If Penix comes along,
he is going to come along.
He was very good on Sunday. If he continues down that path, that's what they're hoping for, right? How about some positives though on offense? Luke.
He was my offensive player of the game in my show last night. He had 199 return yards.
He was
all right. He had a touchdown catch, 200 plus yards in the game. Luke showed up.
Yep.
When Luke gets a chance to play, he's starting to come into his own. I always tell people, all you need as an NFL player is the first one.
Yep.
Luke got his first touchdown last week. That belief comes out. The swagger comes. I belong with these guys. I can play with these guys. I'm one of these guys. Luke showed up. Luke played ball. We just need a little bit more. Like, that's the thing about in the NFL. I need a little bit more from everybody.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. We lost that game as a group yesterday. Defense was spotty. Offense couldn't keep drives alive. Mm-hmm. I can tell you this, though. That kickoff team, they are a gang. They are out to hurt people. Listen, I seen some of the most violent kickoffs I have ever seen.
I was on my couch and I was like, oh.
Listen to me. They was handing out black eyes. You get a black eye. You get a black eye. Listen to me. I said, man, this could be the most physical special team games I have ever seen in my life. Every kickoff, a Falcon was getting off the ground.
That's right.
Every time I look, it was a Falcon laying horizontal, just there. But they kept getting up.
Yep.
Kept getting up. I don't know if it was number 28 for the Falcons. He's a special team demon. The one with the braids.
Oh, yeah.
He was laid out 3 or 4 times, jumped right back up. And he the one that hit Lane on the punt return. Yep. That was the most violent special teams with 2 teams I have seen this year. It was wonderful. I enjoyed it all. Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing else that I really enjoyed was the 2-point conversion call.
Yeah.
Was it 2 points? Where, they were going for 2, and it's when Mariota kept it and looked like he was going to go forward for the run.
Passed it.
Back in the end zone. Fine. That was
right
a beautifully designed play.
Great play call. Smart to go for that 2 right then and understand that.
Let me ask you about that because they were debating this during the game broadcast, which is why go for it then as opposed to waiting until you score later and then going for it?
No, because then you put too much at the end of the game.
Okay.
Let's try to knock some of this stuff out. Like, even with the field goal. Let's go and kick this early field goal.
Yeah.
We still got to get in the end zone.
Yeah.
All right, that's smart timing. That's manipulating the clock. Understand, I still got the 2-minute warning. I'm worried about how many timeouts I got. I need to get the ball back now. And this was very smart. I was going to have to kick a field goal at some point anyway. Kick the field goal now. Let's go for the 7 at the end. Very smart. 2-point conversion. Very smart. Great play call on that play, by the way. Great play call by Cliff Kingsbury. So it's some good stuff you could take from this game, man. But I like to be realistic. I had to talk to fans off the ledge because they ready to fire people, bench people, telling me to bench old Yeller. Never will I bench old Yeller. Bobby Wagner, the Yeller.
You
jacket.
cannot bench Bobby Wagner.
I'm not benching old Yeller ever. Like, what are you talking about? Yes, that was smart by the offensive coordinator for the Falcons to get him matched up on Bijan in the pass game and see what you can get from it. They're just smart. They're just smart. But come on. Step back for a minute. Relax. If I told you, if I said close your eyes, we're going to the Falcons. Their team is healthy. They got all of their dogs. Mm-hmm. We're going to play with a backup quarterback, missing our number 1 wide receiver. Like, we're missing guys from Jonathan Jones to other guys. Dietrich
John
Wise.
Bates, who is huge on that offensive line.
We're missing guys, and we're going to lose by a touchdown. Like, come on. Like, we cannot get so complacent that now, and I knew there was a problem at the beginning of the year because even when we was winning, they was mad because of how we was winning. Mm-hmm. We can't be that spoiled, people. All right? This is the NFL. We're playing the first play schedule. We're playing against the NFL's best. It's going to be some losses. It's going to be some wins. We will go through. This is a harder route than we had last year.
Yeah.
All right? It's just what it is. And if you're going to take a harder route, if I told you our backup quarterback was going to start 2 games and we won't go 1-1, you'll say that's okay.
Yeah.
But because we lost to the Falcons, everybody's mad. Right? We lost to the Pigeons. I'm not. It is what it is. They was healthy, and they back against the wall.
Yeah.
They just lost 30-0 to the Panthers. They fired, I hear you, as the wide receiver coach. They back was against the wall. I'm not mad that we lost to that team. I'm just not.
So I know one of the concerns, and we'll continue talking about this, Logan's going to be here as well, is that the defense has given up big plays.
Yeah.
So how do they shore up not giving up some of those huge gains, those explosive plays that we've seen?
You got to win your man-to-man. You got to win your personal battles. We're not winning personal battles in the defensive backfield. We're not up front. I thought we didn't win a lot of personal battles, one-on-one battles up there. And that's what's got to happen. It's like it's easy for us to be a Monday morning quarterback.
Sure.
And sit here and say after the fact, that wasn't a good game plan. Or after the fact, that wasn't a good matchup. Or after the fact, he shouldn't have been on him. He should have been on him.
Right.
I think you have to sit down as a coach, and I've had these times in my career where they was like, hey, we need to get better at these couple of things. 12 missed tackles. I don't care if you playing against the Texas Longhorns. If you miss 12 tackles, you're going to lose. All right? Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're going to lose.
Arch ain't who we thought he was.
Oh, he can be fine.
All I'm saying is, you miss 12 tackles, any team can beat you.
That's right. That's right.
Any team can beat you. So it's the small things. Let's get back to the small things. And let's get back to playing as a group. What I see a lot of is we play a lot of man-to-man. Mm-hmm. Teams are starting to take advantage of us playing that man-to-man. They're putting guys in motion. We need to communicate better in the defensive backfield. If I could say anything about old Bluefoot, me and him communicated so well on the field. Mm-hmm. When I say we could communicate verbally, non-verbally, eye contact, it doesn't matter. We have talked so much during the week through preparation that we are ready for whatever you got for us. Mm-hmm. We understood we was the number 1 man-to-man team in the league, and all we going to get is man-to-man beaters. So all me and Bluefoot practice during the week was, all right, they're going to stack us. What we're going to do in this stack, we're going to hand it off to each other. You're going to play high, I'm going to play low. We had a plan for everything. And I think this group has to get to that level where they got a plan for everything. And that's why, for as nonverbal as Blue is, I am verbal. So I am the yapper in the backfield. I'm alerting everything. they have to find out who's who so they can communicate. I don't even think it's a physical thing. I think it's a communication.
Do you have to over communicate to get to that point?
Over-communicate.
Until like, let's overdo this until we finally get to that point.
Man, my defense used to hate me. They'd be like, Smooth, you just called out 7 plays before the play call. But guess what? I alerted you on all 7.
Right.
I alerted you on all 7 plays. And all my coordinators enjoyed it because they knew that, hey, one, he know his stuff.
Yeah.
2, he's waking them up. Like, hey, talk sweet. They in tight. Like, I'm going to alert everything. I don't see enough communication. I want to see over communication. I don't see enough communication. And in these points where we're not getting this communication, we're getting beat.
Yeah.
And that's what really makes me mad. We're getting beat. At least communicate and let's put ourselves in the best situation for you can beat me straight up. You can honestly beat me. Like, I hate on defense getting beat with the pen. I don't like for the coordinator to beat me with the
Because
pen.
sometimes someone will make a football play.
Yeah.
You're in the right coverage, but that's the way it goes.
But that's the
As opposed to we weren't in the right alignment here or there was a miscommunication.
Mano, I'm right there in your hip pocket. You catch the ball. Better
happens.
play. Better man.
Right.
All right. You beat me on this play. No problem. But I was in the right leverage. I was in the right spot. You just made the play. Let's see if you can do that again.
Right.
All right. So I'm fine with that. But when the play breaks down and guys are just wide open, I can't live with that. Because now you beat me with the pen. You did not beat me with talent. And that's, I can't handle that.
Well, let's communicate with our fans now and go to the voicemails. Find out what you guys have to say. Oh,
Okay. Let's go with. We'll do this one.
all right.
Willie Smith the fifth.
Hey, Smooth. Hey, James, man. It's a tough loss today. But, man, our defense, I don't understand. I just don't understand. They just got shut out. I understand they come from urgency, but don't you think that we knew that already and our defense should have matched that type of urgency? I mean, maybe I might be overreacting, but I think
You are.
it's time for DQ to start calling plays on defense.
Oh, my God.
I don't know what that does to a team as a whole and, inside. Maybe you know a little more insight on that. What happens when, play calling changes? Maybe you can give us some insight on that. But our defense, man, it's so inconsistent. One day we look great. One game we look great. The next game, I mean, they're just going up and down the field at will. It's just so bad.
He sounds so sad.
And now we got a
It's gonna
tough
be all right,
matchup against Chargers coming up after they just lost to the Giants. Well, I think they lost to the Giants. I was just watching.
That's about. Okay.
Hey, you know what, Tony?
It's not your fault.
It's not.
It's not your fault.
You know what? Your spirits should be higher than they are. He sounded so depressed.
Yeah.
Like, Tony, no, Coach Quinn will not be calling the defensive plays. And yes, you are right. We're hot and cold on defense right now.
That's fair.
But we did play, and I don't want y'all to judge the Falcons as this team that can't get it done. I just told you they got 3 legit top players in their position. When the quarterback is humming, that's one of them offenses that's hard to stop. If Michael Penix is in his bag, you're not stopping Bijan Robinson. You're not stopping Kyle Pitts. You're not stopping Drake London. That's a challenge for any defense in the NFL. And by the way, we got the best defense in the Beltway right now because it's not the Ravens. All right? It's not the Ravens. We could be the Ravens fan right now. Everybody healthy, still taking L's. Calm down, people. I had people call in to the show last night and say, Grandma must be in the kitchen drinking liquor.
Grandma's drunk.
Hey, listen. Sometimes Grandma don't want to cook a 4-course meal. She want to serve tuna fish today. Huh? Listen, y'all just relax. It's early. It's the beginning of the season. And because of how they got the preseason, now these players really don't get into football shape and into football till like the 3rd, 4th game. So just relax. We are okay. We're just in the midst of a high talented schedule, and it's going to be these ups and downs. And by the way, Our best player hasn't played in 2 games. The Jedi has not played.
Right. Best receivers out.
Like, what are you? Let these guys, as long as they give an effort. Now, I felt like the energy was kind of dead at the beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm. And I think, too, that, look, when something becomes an elongated problem, sure, you have to address it. But remember, this team picked up a dub a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So if you're going to react if you're going to overreact after every loss, you're not going to have any cohesiveness.
Yeah.
You're not going to have any chemistry. And then you're not trusting the same process that has worked for you over the past season during training camp. It's just 2-2.
And guess what? Nobody ever thought we was going 17-0.
Right.
So why is the losses hurting so bad?
Because now people are more invested. I had someone say last year in the comments, Jake, you're a hater. You don't think we're going to win every game? I'm like, listen, man, I want to win every game.
But you're realistic.
But it's the National
The
Football League.
Listen, do you not think the Green Bay Packer fan had already chalked up their Browns win?
Right.
Hey, you know the Packers ain't won in 2 weeks, right?
That's right.
They had already, after they beat us, put them in the Super Bowl. They had already bought the tickets to San Francisco after they beat us, and they got beat by the Browns. You know what we call taking the Browns to the Super Bowl, right?
What's that?
Doing the number 2. All right. Now,
I should have seen that one.
and they tied with the Cowboys. Ain't nobody happier than Jerry Jones right now.
Oh, my God. He'll take a tie any day of the
Listen,
week.
especially with the Packers.
And what about this Packers defense? Couldn't be solved. Nasty. Not going to be able to score on them.
That put up 40 on them.
Dak looked great in that game.
So Green Bay Packers ain't won a game in 2 weeks.
And without CeeDee Lamb, by the way.
Thank you. And the Baltimore Ravens ain't won a game in a month. Like, fans, chill out. The Jedi is on his way back. All right? He's coming. Mace Windu. He'll be back. All right? Let's just weather the storm.
It's going to be all right.
I always tell people, let's weather the storm. We might have one of the better backup quarterbacks in the league, but he's a backup.
Mhm.
Right? Not a starter. He's a backup. When our starter gets back, then start to grade these guys on who they are, what they are. But yes, the defense has been hot and cold with a real defense stand up. Right? And we want to see it. I think they are, because there's a lot of new players over there on defense.
Yeah.
Tons of new players. But it was good to see a Frankie Louvu sighting yesterday.
It was.
Jeremy Reeves, I thought, played well yesterday. All right, Quan Martin, he either going to hurt somebody or hurt himself.
Somebody's going to get hurt.
Yeah, like, listen, that dude a street fighter. Like, Quan Martin comes to play, and he gives his soul.
Mm-hmm.
I played with a guy like that some games I was like, ooh, you going to make it?
Who's this?
Ryan Clark.
Oh, okay.
Ryan Clark was every bit of
remember Ryan.
210 pounds, and it was some games I was like, he ain't going to make it, Blue. Like, he's not going to make it out of here. Just sacrificing all of that 210 pounds. Reed Dowdy.
Oh,
was
yeah.
like that. Reed would come back to the huddle missing fingernails and all. I'm like, dude, get out the game. Never. But when I say go leave it on the field,
Yeah.
leave it on the field. And Quan Martin
Mm-hmm.
left it on the field. He leave it on the field every game.
Okay, we have another question about I believe the secondary.
Secondary?
Yeah.
All right.
And I can't work technology. This is why I use Siri, guys. Okay. hold on.
Yeah. This generation got us lost.
Hey, Jenks, Fred, Anna, and Kayla, how y'all doing? It's Fred from Florida, man. Heading back home from Atlanta. Took one on the chin yesterday. The best thing I saw, though, was the fan base up there in Atlanta.
Yeah.
It was solid to see all them Washington people out there help rooting them on. My question, Fred, to you is the second half, did a whole lot of changes going on. The offense did decent a little bit, but, man, those DBs, they were out there in no man's land. Nobody was rushing. Just want your input on how we can improve that. Love y'all. Keep up the great show. And hail to the Commanders.
Hell, you know what?
Great voicemail.
Hey, fan base.
Love that.
The fan base is awoken.
Yeah.
They awoken. No matter where we go, it's going to be Washington fans. And people don't realize this, but the 80s, the 90s, we used to own the whole East Coast. North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, like all of this.
There were no Carolina.
It was no Carolina, so all of that was Washington.
Falcons
fans.
were garbage.
Well, this is what I can say about the Falcons. After living in Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
and Atlanta being such a transit city, a
Mhm.
lot of people moved there. They already got their fandom.
The
People moved there
Braves.
with their fandom. So it's no real Falcons
I guess that's a
fan
good
base.
point. Yeah.
There's no real Falcons fan base. All right? For that to be such a sports city, they're not big on their own sports. The only thing they love there is the Atlanta Braves.
They love their Braves.
They love the Braves, but the Hawks,
Oh, no.
the Hawks and Trae Young, them hairs in his head, they don't get no love. All right? The Falcons don't get no love. They just don't get any love there. So that has always been a Washington thing. But when it comes to defensive backfield, I said it earlier, I'm all about communication.
Mhm.
I think the skill set is there. I think the people we need is there. They need to over-communicate.
Yeah.
Like, I think they under-communicate now. I think they need to over-communicate. If a guy's quiet, I can't afford for you to be quiet.
Yeah.
Like, I need you to talk. I need you to tell me where you at, what you're feeling, how you doing. I need to know everything, every aspect about you before this play starts.
And also, Will Harris is out right now. Mikey and Trey are still young, even though Mikey had that great interception.
Yeah.
You know, which almost put us right back in the game.
Michael Penix got to have nightmares about Mikey Sarah.
Same pick that he had in the national championship
National
game.
championship got him again.
Got
Every time Michael Penix wake up, ooh, Mikey Sarah still. Like everywhere he go, he see a picture of Mikey Sarah still. He look in the mirror, Mikey looking at him. Like he don't know what to do. He's hunting him. And I like that because I had the same thing going with Brett Favre when I played. I picked out Brett Favre more of any quarterback in my career. And I know I just tell Brett all the time, when you go to sleep, I'm going to be there. When you wake up, I'm going to be there. I'm like, so I understand that symmetry
Yeah.
right there. But I think they just need to over-talk in the defensive backfield. I think they need to over-communicate, get on the same page, play as a group.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right, last question.
Last
Sorry,
one.
I was zoned out.
Got one more? All
Yep.
right.
Spoo, Jinx, Anna, it's your boy C. Michael Henson.
C.
Man, I was
Michael
at the
Henson.
Atlanta game yesterday,
It's our theme
and that
song,
was a
right?
tough loss for us. Very tough. I'm not worried about our team, though. I'm not worried at all because I know we're kind of wounded. So I know we'll bounce back, and we'll bounce back pretty quick. But I want to give a shout-out to our fans, our Commanders fans that showed up in droves. I kept looking. I saw more Commanders fans than I saw Falcons fans. And I happened to look over on the home side, and there were a lot of empty seats over there, a whole lot. So I also want to give a shout out to our fans that pack out Northwest Stadium open week to week. So we showed up and we represented. But I know our team will bounce back and nothing to worry about. We'll be fine. Hail to the Commanders. Y'all
Out of the
take care.
Commanders. All right.
Hell yes. Yeah, we travel well.
Yeah.
We brought that up.
Everywhere.
We travel well. The fan base is alive. The fan base is woke. Most definitely. And we need that. Every stadium. Now the question is, can we show up in LA?
That is the question.
That's gonna be the question. Can we show up in LA? We just watched Jackson Dart get his first start, beat the LA Chargers.
Chargers defense is good. I mean, that's a top 10 defense
Darvin
across the
James
board.
and the rest of those guys, they can flat out
Yeah,
ball.
they can.
But they had a big injury now. The Giants lost Malik
Oh,
Neighbors
my God. That was terrible.
for the year. All right. But they also lost Joe Ott.
That's right.
They big
On
tackle.
the O-line.
All right.
Sure
So
did.
now they done lost Slater and Ott. Both of they big tackles. That gives us a chance to go in there and beat
Yep.
them. All right. So the question is, fans, do we got fans in LA?
Let's find out.
Do we got fans in LA? That's gonna be the big question.
Anna, do you want to play Panic Button? You want to pay
Yeah.
some bills?
Yeah, let's do it. And then we'll have Logan join the show. But yeah, so basically, essentially, my question for you, and I'll just keep it brief, is like, are we hitting the panic button? I was on Twitter last night and there were some distraught fans. And I'm just gonna
In my post-game show, it was
you especially.
tons of distraught fans. They had already pushed the panic button. All right?
Yes. Well, I'll just say this. There are some Beltway concerns.
Oh,
Neither
okay.
the Commanders nor the Ravens will be making the playoffs this year.
Lies.
I don't believe that.
Lies. All right? Lies. All right? Let me tell you this. We're going to make the playoffs. All right? But we're a wounded bird right now. All right? The wing is broken. All right? We're missing our quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
We're missing our number one wide. Like, we got problems. We got to problem solve.
Yeah.
That's what happens through these things. This is when your team turns to a team. Your team don't turn to a team when you start out 5-0. Your team turns to the team when you got to deal with adversity. And we deal with adversity together. We deal with the doubters together. We understand, here go a hard part in the schedule. We deal with that together. Every team is trying to find themselves right now. The Ravens, find ourselves. The Chiefs, got to find ourselves. Like everybody naysaying right now. I'm going to tell you what you never doubt. You never doubt good coaching. You never doubt good quarterbacking. We got both. Don't ever doubt us. All right? No panic button for me. I'm fine. I have been in worse situations. Like the Oklahoma State coach said, I'm a grown man. All right? I have been here and I have done this. My rookie year, we started off 0-5. No panic. We just went back to the drawing board. Because you know what we get? We always get 4 more quarters to prove to people who we really are. And guess what? This team got 4 quarters in L.A. playing against the Chargers, playing against Harbaugh to prove who they are. And after that week, they got 4 more quarters to prove who they are again. Stop panicking. Step away from that ledge. Get you some warm milk. And just relax.
I can't add any more than that. You finish with a warm milk advice. I'm like, let's do that.
Relax. Like,
But 2-2, it's all right.
yes, we're
Like,
not
it's all
0-4.
right. Right.
We're not. We're not
We're
involved.
2-2 with, and listen, Marcus Mariota is a very good backup quarterback. He's still the backup quarterback. Terry did not play. This John Bates is huge. I know that people don't focus on
because John Bates ain't no fantasy darling.
exact. John Bates is a guy that unlocks that offense in many ways because there's
we
no
don't run an offense.
and there's no one who can replicate what he does.
Yes.
Like there's not another tight end on the roster that can do what he does. So these pieces may not seem like they're big deals. They're 2-2, long season ahead. It's going to be all right.
And when you talk about injuries, nobody ever brings up Dietrich Wise. You see what imprint he had on
Absolutely.
the first couple games. Nobody brings up Jonathan Jones. Like
Austin Eckler.
I just want the fan base, just keep believing. Stop retrieving. All right? Don't retreat. Just believe. All right? Understand.
Yeah.
We are at that moment where we got to stand firm. We got to stand tough. We don't need nobody pushing the panic button. This is not the team of old. This is a team that's going to problem solve. Give them chance to problem solve. Commanders fan, this is for you. Level up with the brand new AAA Commanders MVP membership. You receive all the benefits of AAA, such as 24/7 roadside assistance, plus a chance to win game tickets, access to exclusive team events and experiences, along with 15% off Commanders gear. You heard me, 15% off Commanders gear at O-Line Pro Shop. Already a AAA member? Add the Commanders MVP membership for free. Head to AAA.com/Commanders to upgrade or join the squad. Put your fandom in drive. That's how we used to put the car in drive.
Like this?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's how Daddy,
like a right.
yeah, Daddy
yeah,
pull
boom,
that
just
thing
pull it down.
Turn that thing like mayonnaise.
All right, we got Logan coming up on the show. Commanders fans, SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of Hail to the Commanders and here to help you experience all the action this season, from football to funk and other live events. SeatGeek has the tickets. SeatGeek, the official primary ticketing partner of the Washington Commanders. And listen, next home game, Monday Night Football, Bears, Commanders. Ticket packages starting at $129 are at commanders.com/pride. You get an upper level game ticket, all you can eat buffet, beer and soft drinks, exclusive Commanders Trucker Pride hat, pregame party with live music, and a post-game photo on the field. Commanders.com/pride. That is a good deal.
You said football and funk.
Funk.
If it had to be somebody
Bring
from
the
that
funk.
funky 80s, 70s,
Funky.
who would you bring? Because me,
I mean, the obvious one is George Clinton, right?
I'm more of a Bootsy Collins guy.
Oh, okay.
I'm more of a Bootsy guy. Listen to me. If you really want to just relax and funkify yourself, put some Bootsy Collins on. All right?
I might do that when I get home
Yeah,
today.
put some Bootsy on and let Bootsy take you to a time. I think I'm trapped in the 70s. I might have was born in 79, but I should have been like 30 years old in 70.
I love music from back then. I'm sort of familiar with current music, but I keep going back because there's so much music that is timeless.
That's what they say. That's when you have peaked. That's when you have met your grown up, when you stop listening to new music.
Yeah.
Like when your music palette closes,
Mm-hmm.
that's when you're old. So I'm old.
Yeah.
Because I basically listen to nothing but 70s and 80s music right
I
now.
mean, I listen to a lot of current stuff, but then I'm like, all right, this is cool. I want to go back and learn about the stuff that I missed when I was growing, when I was all about current music and pop music. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
most definitely. And now we get to listen to the music with a deeper meaning to it.
Yes. And then you hear things you're like, or this line hits different than it used to. You know what I mean? Or I didn't understand this. Or
Are you one of them people that listen to music and don't really know the words? You make the words up yourself?
oh no, I research music. I like knowing the lyrics. I like knowing the inspiration behind
So
it.
do
I
you
like
know what
knowing
Michael
collaboration.
Jackson really said on that song? When he said,
I'ma
I'm
say,
going
I'ma
to
say,
do the
I'ma-
mushrooms, y'all.
Yeah.
What did he say?
I've heard that he was saying something, but I don't know if I believe that.
What did he say? Because nobody knows what Michael Jackson
That's
said.
just Michael being Michael. Like nobody. Mama say, mama sa, mama pusa, mama say, mama sa, mama.
That's close. But we don't know what he said. Like
That's Michael.
that's Michael for you. Most definitely.
It's like when he said, "Shamo,"
Come on.
instead of "Come on,
Come
Shamo,
on.
Shamo."
Yeah, listen. People don't understand. He got the moonwalk from a break dancer. Do you remember the
Solid Gold? Was it on Solid Gold?
No, it was. You remember the movie Breaking?
I do. I remember
Turbo?
Breaking Boogaloo
You
too.
Yeah, you remember Turbo?
Yeah.
His name is Boogaloo Shrimp. He did the moonwalk first.
Oh.
Joe Jackson went found Boogaloo Shrimp, told him to teach it to Michael Jackson.
Oh, really?
You heard it from me first.
It's a good tidbit.
Why is Logan looking at
And
me
with
like
that, we bring in Logan Paulsen. Came in just in time,
What
Logan.
is happening? Is this what you guys do all the time on the show?
Pretty much.
This is what we do. Like
Pretty much.
this is half serious, half
Pretty
not.
much. Pretty much.
Pretty much a show. And at the end, we'll be like, well, let's get better on defense.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it for us.
Listen, we talk about real things that real people want to talk about. All right,
What was the guy's name? What was his name?
Boogaloo Shrimp.
Boogaloo. I don't.
You guys are talking about Boogaloo Shrimp, are you?
Yeah. Weird.
So you don't think Boogaloo Shrimp exists?
It might be real, but the whole story, I feel like it's turning into like a little bit of a myth, like myth legend, Fred Smoot
No,
story.
Joe Jackson went got this kid
All right, I have to do some
and
research later.
told him to teach Michael.
For the follow up, check out the Command Center podcast.
All right, if not, this is what I want y'all to do.
usually I'm watching film. I'm researching. But
It's this scene in Breaking 2 where Boogaloo Shrimp moonwalks on the ceiling. You remember that?
Yeah.
Huh? Watch that scene and tell me he ain't the best dancer of all time.
All right. We
Breaking
got some
Two.
film work to do this
Yeah,
week.
yeah. Got a lot of pop cultural film work to do this
Yes,
week.
we do.
Yeah.
Chargers, Commanders. Poor Anna. Anna, to get us back on track, reached behind the chair, pulled out a Chargers helmet, and started pointing at the helmet. Like, please, for
And
the
it
love
didn't
of God.
change me at all. I
And
was
it didn't
still
change
talking about
anything.
Boogaloo Shrimp.
Didn't change anything.
Yeah.
Let's go back for a second. Like when I want to ask you about the explosive plays that the defense is giving up. So
Yeah.
is this the offense? Are they just beating man coverage? Are they finding soft spots in the zone? Is it a miscommunication? Because it's one thing to be open. It's quite another. I mean, some of these guys are wide open down.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you look at the film, like there's two explosive plays against Atlanta. You know what I mean? Like there's the touchdown or the big explosive play to Drake London, then there's the long play to Bijan Robinson. One is the Bijan Robinson's like it's mesh, like traditional mesh with the back on a wheel or a rail,
Okay.
versus man coverage, and you get a poor matchup. And even though it's a poor matchup, I think Bobby's in an okay spot until he gets the kind of that rub route from the outside wide
Yeah.
receiver. So obviously that's going to be tough. And then obviously there's the out and up with Drake London. And I don't think, Fred, you could speak to this probably. I don't think Drake's in like bad position necessarily. Like I think he probably bites a little too hard on the out, but that's two explosive plays in a game where I think it felt worse than it was.
Yeah.
And I think the thing in the Atlanta game is it wasn't necessarily the explosive plays. And I had the same feeling when I left, but when I was watching the film, I was like, it's actually the 5-yard run on first down. It's the choice route on 2nd and 6.
It's the 12 missed tackles.
Yes, it's that kind of stuff that I think is what you're feeling as a fan when you watch the game.
Okay.
And in some ways, that's good because all of those things are correctable. You know what I mean? All of those things are things we can say, hey, man, we need to be a little bit more disciplined in our gap defense. We need to be more disciplined with our approach to tackling. I know we always talk about the ball, but first person secures the tackle, second person secures the ball.
Yeah.
Like those are the details I think you're feeling more because, again, if you're in these there was a bunch of third downs on that last drive, and it's just little execution points that take you from being happy or being frustrated, being happy. And I think that's the thing I came out is like, it wasn't one thing. It wasn't one detail. It was a bunch of people kind of taking turns making mistakes. And when you watch the film, I think a great example of this is probably Bijan Robinson's first, like, it's 12-yard run. And Kinlaw absolutely smokes the guard, like knocks him in the backfield, but his hat placement's a little bit off.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a crease. The double team pushes it a little bit wide. Bobby's a little bit slow. We're talking really
microseconds.
Inches by 3 different people. And on the whole, if you watch the Kinlaw, you'd be like, damn, he just kicked that guard's butt, right?
Yeah.
You watch a double team, that's a pretty good sit. But it's the combination of all 3 just being 6 inches off the mark that leads to a 12-yard run. And I think that's the thing where it's like, you just got to detail your work a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I know that's frustrating for fans. It's frustrating for me. But in some ways, as a player, that's encouraging because it's like we're this far away from being okay on this play.
Because you feel like it could be coached out. It could. And then I think what people not really getting is when you bring in Ken Law, when you bring in Dietrich Wise and the Jonathan Jones, like we added Trey. Like it's a lot of new pieces on this defense, and they're trying to find out how to play within the call with each other and how to self-dominate inside of the call.
I think that's a good point, though, and that just to kind of reiterate, like piggyback on that point, like you know, there's new people in the defense, but also I think we were, at least I was. I know you probably weren't, Fred, because you were really locked in on this. Was Will Harris? I was kind of sleeping on his impact on the defense.
I told you.
Like just his communication, the way he tackles.
And his matchup with tight ends.
Yeah.
His tight end warfare. And I said it in my post-game show yesterday. Who is going to step up and become the guy that can take tight ends out of the game? Like which one of these safeties is going to prove? Because I feel like Will Harris was that dude. He was ready for any battle with any person, anytime. And what did I talk about at the beginning of the show? Communication.
Yep.
I feel like the defensive backfield, we have to over-communicate. As much as I chastise Blue, what made us a great duo was we communicated. We didn't even need to speak verbally. We couldn't communicate with each other, and we overdid it, like just overdid it. And I don't feel like they overdoing it with Will Harris out of the game.
Yeah.
I feel like now it's like everybody's getting a call and everybody's just quiet thinking about their assignment, but we're not alerting anything.
Yeah.
We're not telling people like, you don't know how a simple alert could change the way our offense goes about what they're trying to attack you with. If I'm alerting the same thing that they finna run, the quarterback will check the play. Because he verbally heard me say it.
And I think when you're like, you know, I'm on the sideline for every game, and you could feel it when he wasn't out there. Just the lack of communication, the lack of just kind of clearing things up, and not having guys like that is tough. And again, like it's not only him, but it's also Percy. So think about Revo getting reps for the first time with the first group.
Yeah.
You're just dealing with different personalities and different people. It's tough.
Did you feel like the kickoff team was the most violent kickoff team I have never seen so many Falcons laying horizontal in my life.
Dude, I mean, every kickoff, someone had to be
Somebody was wondering, is this the last play I'm ever gonna play?
Like it was violent. The returners were attacking it downhill. Like I was old kickoff wedge guy.
Yeah.
Man, this felt different. It was one of those ones where you're like, oh, like I'm glad I'm not out there.
Yeah, like no, I was watching from home. Like my God, like somebody's gonna get hurt. It was so physical. I wish the defense took that train of thought. But moving on to the Chargers, they lose Joe Ott. I think that's gonna be a big situation.
Oh, is he hurt?
He's hurt.
He's hurt. Rashawn Slater obviously
Rashawn
out.
already out. They trying to see is his ankle tore. So he won't play this week.
Yeah.
All right, we know he won't play this week.
That's too bad because he was like literally playing like a top 5 guy at the position.
No question, one of the best offensive linemen in football.
That's a bummer.
Do you think now that they've lost their 2 stalwart tackles that Harbaugh is going to change the way that he goes about calling that offense? You think it's more running, less passing? Let's go to Amari Hampton, let him run the ball downhill, and let's protect the fill-in tackles with the run game.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's like talk about playmakers, and everyone talks about receivers, running backs. I think Joe Alt was a playmaking left tackle, right? His ability to kind of isolate one-on-one and win that matchup's huge. So, you know what? I don't think Harbaugh changes on the whole. I think one of the reasons he runs the ball so much is because it makes it easier for the quarterback.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that, it's like it can make it harder by being in worse down and distances, obviously, but like it just limits the difficult decision making to like, hey, here's 3rd and 6. Now Justin Herbert go out and win it for us. And Justin Herbert has played really, really well.
This is the best I've ever seen him play.
He's playing great.
Flawless football.
I want to ask you about that. Like, how have they, because we know Harbaugh's known for running the football, big physical football, and yet they've managed at the same time to elevate Justin Herbert and his game. Is that because they're focusing on the ground and opens things up for him? Or is there something that you notice in his style of play that Harbaugh has been able to coach him up with?
Well, I think it's kind of a football philosophical point. You know, like I think Fred and I have talked about this before. It's like if I'm going to get back and throw the ball 50 times a game as a defense, I know you're going to throw the ball 50 times a game.
Yeah.
And so like you've already tipped the deck. What's the goal of every defense is to make you one-dimensional. And now you've made yourself one-dimensional. And so even though like from a points added perspective, throwing the ball is more efficient, you get more explosive plays that way. If you do it all the time, I can get into soft coverages. I can get into dime defenses. I can increase the matchups on the perimeter.
Rush, drop 7.
And so think about what he's doing, Harbaugh, when he gets in these running formations. One, he's condensing the formation, creating more space outside the numbers for receivers.
Yep.
Right. And I'm forcing the defense now to think about different personnel, different formations.
Run gaps.
Yes, gap sound. Are we
Yep.
gap sound? And as a defensive coordinator, like we have to spend time in the week coaching that.
Yeah.
And so now all of a sudden when it's time to throw the football, the play action shot's more effective. Or the defensive line can't tee off the same way because we're in a certain formation.
And the routes are so simplified.
Yeah.
The routes are simplified. And like he said, it's 2 receivers out there. It's a lot more space for 2 receivers to work than 4 receivers.
And again, they're doing a pretty good job being diverse. They get into 11, they get into 3 wide receivers, they get into 4. They do different stuff,
Yeah.
but I think it's the variability that you get. And one of the things as an offensive coordinator is you're kind of relying on the defense to be confused at some point in the game.
Okay.
And I think right now Harbaugh's doing a great job, or Roman's calling the offense there. He's doing a great job of saying, hey, we're going to show you a bunch of different looks, and we got a guy who's an absolute stud at quarterback.
Yeah.
I think that's the other thing. Like the pass game looks really good. It's
Yeah.
because you got a baller back there. Like he can do whatever you want. He can run, he can throw.
Yeah.
He's playing with great confidence. And I think that's one thing that is maybe underrated about Harbaugh is he believes in his players. He believes that Justin Herbert should go to the Hall of Fame. Like he genuinely believes that. And I think that
He
belief
builds them up mentally.
yes, is radiating to Justin Herbert.
He did the same thing with J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, I'm going to build you up and let you know you're not flawless, but anything I ask you to do, you can do.
You can
it.
do
He said
it.
this past week is like Derwin James is the best safety I've ever seen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever. Like he believes that.
And
about his
Derwin
guys.
James is playing that way.
You're right.
It's this weird, like self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Like he's talking something into existence. It's kind of cool to watch, actually.
No, it's very good for a coach to build up the mental and the physical of their team. And this team, they always say your team mimics your head coach. The Chargers mimic who Harbaugh is. And that's why I say it won't be an easy travel to L.A. trying to get that win.
I've played. So when I was in San Francisco, Harbaugh had just left. So a lot of the guys there had played for him, and they would talk about him with like this crazy like he is when someone says you're a football guy,
Yeah.
like all he thinks about is football. Harbaugh.
I like that you said crazy reverence.
Yes.
Because I feel like that's the perfect way. Like he's his own entity,
Yeah.
but you revere him because he's so focused and speaks to you in such a football manner.
Yes, I think that's what it is. Like it's like so. My buddy was telling me this story. Like, oh, I was getting my ankle taped, and and Harbaugh comes and just stands next to him and watches him get his ankle taped, and he's like, "What's up, coach?" And he goes, "Do you think you could reach that guy on the backside of this outside zone? Because if we can't, we can do this, and we can put you in a better spot." And like it's all he's thinking about
Program.
all the
He's
time.
a computer.
Is to put you in the best spot to be successful, and
Yeah.
it's odd. He's an odd duck, no
Yeah.
doubt, but. When you're trying to win football games, you want guys that are like just compulsively focused on putting you in good positions, and I think that's what he's trying to do all the time.
And he's a guy that played the game, so he knows our mannerisms, he knows our moods, he knows everything. He played.
He's got that kind of player grit to him, you know.
Like it wasn't shocking.
That's how he played.
No, it wouldn't shock me if
He was a very like gritty, like almost performing above his skill set.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like he was never like an incredible, but it's like on any given day, Jim Harbaugh could go out, play above his pay grade, and
Did
win a
you
game.
watch Jim Harbaugh play football?
I did.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought he was older.
You
than
so
that.
young.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
so young. I'm so old.
Him and Johnny Unitas played at the same time in my mind.
No. Harbaugh played some good football.
Yeah, he can play.
He
Yeah.
played some good football for the Colts. He wasn't a guy that can make every throw, but tough as a $2 steak, and that's what he is now.
Like he's exactly who you would think he would be as a player.
He's the coach that you like. Yeah, he still wear jock straps for no reason.
Right.
Like you know he's that guy.
Right.
Like you like, Coach, why you got a jock strap on?
Who
love
knows?
football.
I might need
What do
to
you think
play.
I do?
I might need to play.
Yeah. Hey, if I need to get in and give you a play or two, and he the coach that you can see warming up with your quarterback, like throwing balls.
Yeah.
Like it ain't nothing he won't do on the football field, and that's what makes his team scary. They believe in what he believes in.
Yeah.
Final question. What is something that stands out most to you when you look at this Chargers defense? By most metrics, they're top 10 across the board. No, they lost to the Giants and Jackson Dart, but this is a solid unit.
Well, they lost to the Giants and Jackson Dart because they had short fields. They threw like a pick six. Dexter Lawrence runs that thing down
To the
2-yard
one.
line.
Yeah.
So in terms of them winning, I don't think it was so much on the defense. I think it was a credit to the Giants defense against the Chargers offense more. But what I will say is they run this Vic Fangio quarters match scheme that is so difficult for quarterbacks to digest because it looks like man.
It looks like man, but it plays like four.
So you can get into it's basically like the same principle as like the wing T is for offense. Like every play we're in the same formation.
Yeah.
Every play starts off the same. And so quarters looks like man, quarters looks like cover 3, quarters looks like cover 2, and you can see quarterbacks just have a really hard time digesting that. You watch that Las Vegas game versus LA a couple weeks ago on Monday night or Sunday night, whatever it was, and Geno Smith has no idea what's happening in the secondary, right? And to do that, you need a really solid front. They've got really dynamic young players in there. Their linebackers are playing well. You mentioned Derwin James. To me, this is the hardest defense to play against in the NFL when executed correctly, because it really hamstrings what the quarterback does. And again, if you want to be physical, get downhill, run the football, they kind of are inviting that, but their front is so dynamic and so physical, much like Philadelphia, that it's really hard to get that done.
But that's what I think the running quarterback aspect breaks down that match coverage, because then the play breaks down, and when the play breaks down, now the receiver is running the second or the third route. Now you start to break it down. So my answer to that coverage is a running quarterback.
Yeah,
because it can only hold its structure so long.
I will say the teams that run it the best are the teams that have really, really good defensive lines. So Philly last year was really, really good at it, right? Or the Bears, when I was there in Chicago, we had one of the best defensive lines I'd ever played with. They were awesome. That's why you bring in Khalil Mack. So with Khalil Mack being hurt, they've got some young players playing. Are they as good as they've been? I don't know.
Yeah.
And can you take advantage of that group? Because the secondary, they're going to make it look the same. And I don't know if you want Marcus Mariota throwing a bunch into that coverage.
Yeah.
To me, it's like, can you win up front? That's a thing every week, but I feel like it's especially important this week.
Always learn so much listening to Logan.
Well, great. He said Marcus Mariota. I hope we have Jedi 5.
Jedi 5? Yeah, whoever's playing quarterback. It's a great point for it.
So film work this week, Chargers break into Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
All right.
And then
shrimp.
Yes, there we go. Thank you. Yeah, I got to do some follow up on that.
Hey, listen, because y'all always fact check me. That's fine. Y'all always end up and I always end up right.
For the fact check out the Command Center podcast.
I got you.
Here we go.
You ready to geek out?
Let's hear it.
All right. In your world,
what
does a banana grow on?
A tree.
No. That's where you are wrong at. They are not a such thing as a banana tree. They have no wood inside. It's actually a herb. All right. And the branch that it grows from is actually a herb that makes bananas actually a berry.
But it is above ground, right?
Yes, but it's not a tree.
Okay, it's not. It's an herb.
This is semantics at this point.
No, it's not semantics. It's fact.
No, Fred. If I'm outside, I look out there and I'm like, is that a tree? Or am I going to say, is that an herb?
No. Well, let me ask you this. Is a tomato a fruit?
A fruit, Fred. Come on.
Thank you.
What am I,
and that fruit grows on a vine.
What am I, kindergartner?
No.
Come on.
Most people think it's a vegetable. All right? Just like most people wouldn't think that a banana
is a berry.
Is a berry.
Or an herb.
It's a berry.
But you're saying that this is a bad fact. This is a
this is a fact. The tree is not wood. If it's not wood, it's not a tree. All right?
Is that true?
No, it's not a tree. It's a herb.
So a banana is an herb.
No,
not a berry.
Grows on a herb,
but it's a berry. A banana grows on an herb, but is a berry.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
No.
Right.
No, that's what it is.
Well, we're getting a rap sign.
Hey, no, listen to me. And I got to tell you this, too. It was this con man who pretended to work for the government
Okay.
that sold the Eiffel Tower twice.
Love
Did
it.
you know that?
I didn't know that. This sounds like a better fact than the herb.
Yeah,
thing.
no. He sold the Eiffel Tower to 2 different people twice.
Genius.
Now, hey, listen, man. Now that he's over there fact checking, it don't matter because it is true. Bananas don't grow on trees.
See, I just fact checked you, and it says it grows on a large tree-like hibiscus
It's
plant.
wrong.
Large tree-like.
No, that's not right.
Well, the debate continues. It'll continue
Tomatoes,
here.
bananas.
I mean, how are we going to decide?
Well,
We'll
How
try
am I
and
going to
figure
go
it
to
out.
sleep tonight, man?
Oh, my God. Are we tossing and turning? Is it an herb?
listen,
Is it
man.
a tree-like
That's,
fruit?
That goes back to the question: is ketchup a smoothie?
Oh, my. That's it for the Get Loud podcast. Presented by SeatGeek. My guy Smoot, or Logan. I'm Jinx.
Go drink that smoothie.
Thanks for having me on.
See you next week. The views and opinions expressed by our podcast guests and or hosts are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Washington Commanders or any of their representatives.
The Get Loud podcast was filmed at the Big Bear AI Command Center Studios. Big Bear AI offers mission-ready AI for a rapidly evolving world and proudly protecting the Washington Commanders and his fans.
Now get loud with it.